Guys. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Sunday Night Charts with Jim of All Trades, live from Virginia. What's going on, guys? How's it going? I'm gonna find you guys. I'm gonna find the chat here on. There we go. I'm gonna find you on my phone because I don't have my setup. That's at my house here. Turn my sound off here. There's a chat right there. What's up, guys? What's up, Adrian? How's it going, buddy? Jobs? Hey, buddy. What's up, Hugo? Stephen? Hey, Seth. Let me know audio and video sounds good, please. Make sure it's looking good, sounding good. Yeah, it looks good on my end. Keith, what's up, man? Moon Boy counts always. We'll give you Moon Boy, give you Bear Boy. We'll look at it all. What's up, Mr. Bag Holder? Hello. Yeah, Chemo, we drove through Cleveland yesterday, man. Thought of you as we were driving through. All right. So Roush. Thanks for the feedback on the sound. Appreciate that. Hey, Jen. How's life there in the Philippines? Good to see you. Pilot. Yeah, I've got a headset on. How'd you know, man? Abandoned baby. How'd you know? Video's a little fuzzy. Try I don't know. I don't know why that would be. Anybody else got fuzzy video? I'll check the settings here. Hold on one second. Looks good. Connection's fine. I don't have a VPN on, so sounds like a pilot. Oh yeah, well okay, gotcha. I got a headset on, so yeah. Some people have said that before. It sounds like a pilot. Well, folks. Well, we're just at a cruising altitude of 3,000, 30,000 feet, and experiencing some little bit of turbulence. Well, we're gonna keep that seatbelt fastened side on for your safety and ours, and you guys just sit back and let me do the flying. Thanks as always. We're flying with Jim of All Trades Airlines. All right. Well, sorry about the video. It's from my laptop. It is what it is, unfortunately. Um, yeah, of course we can go to 38.4. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. All right, so guys, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just said all the hellos here. We're gonna jump into the TA tonight. We're gonna look rationally at the chart. I'm not a moon boy, not a bear boy. Just gonna look as neutrally as at the charts as possible. We're gonna try to understand what the wave structure's pointing to, and yeah, we'll go from there. Don't forget, I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm just going to look at the chart, show you how I look at it from an Elliott Wave perspective, plus some other perspectives we sprinkle on top there, and just get a balanced view of what the market's doing. But not here to tell you what to trade and how to trade, guys. So, all right, well, it's good to see you guys. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to the live stream. And nobody's giggling at my pilot impersonation. I thought it was pretty good. All right, y'all. We're going to look at BTC. We're going to do some good analysis on BTC. Then we'll look at Ethereum. We'll look at ADA. Look at XRP as well. I'll look at any other charts you want me to look at, as well as the DXY, the S&P, and the Nasdaq, just to get a broad view of the crypto market as well as the regular legacy markets, and then we'll go from there. We'll just have a good time. I am in Virginia. I'm at my dad's house. I'm on my laptop. It is what it is. Sorry, it's not better for you, but this is the best I can do for now. All right, guys, ready to rock. You guys enjoy the live stream. Let's get going. All right, we'll start on the daily chart here in Bitcoin. Title of the video says, hey, topping formation still in development. Possibly. Okay, so we're going to talk about what a topping formation is, what that's going to look like, and if indeed it is a topping, we'll talk about what that might appear on the chart. But we'll talk about invalidations as well, and go from there. Okay, all right. So what we're seeing right now here is on the daily chart, we are experiencing a bounce. The RSI momentum indicator is we're bouncing right on a key level here. Now, if we break to the downside here, we're going to break that structure, okay? And the structure of the bullishness of this wave to the upside from down here to here is going to be breaking, okay? And when that breaks, that's usually indicative of the wave being close to topping, and usually the fourth wave will often break it. So that means we could have a fifth wave to the upside if that plays. Now, there's a potential here. There's a couple things here. There's a potential here that we have already a fifth wave in, but probably not. But there's some divergence on the chart all across the daily here. We got divergence here and here, and that's usually indicated by some kind of expanded flat. Or the difference between wave 3 and wave 5. Okay, so we do have divergence here. That's usually an indication of a reversal. However, if it's an expanded flat, if it's divergence caused by an expanded flat, then basically, if it's caused by an expanded flat, then basically we have more upside to go. Okay, so the question of the day is: have we reversed? Is this a topping formation, or is it just a pullback? And so we're going to look at the wave structure as neutrally as possible. We're going to talk about the different prospects. Of course, $40,000 is still on the table, guys. It totally is, but we're starting to have some wave structures that are pointing to that we may be nearing the top of the wave. Okay, let's see if I can get there and get live here. There we go. All right, so let's jump in here to the smaller to the wave. Let's do some analysis on what I think the wave structure is doing. A couple of things on the macro we could be doing here. Okay. I'm a big proponent here of just look at the macro, that we have 5 waves in from the origin of Bitcoin. This is wave 1, that's wave 2. Okay, now we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, wave 4. That was wave 5. That's the way I'm kind of looking at the market, guys. Kind of looks like a 5-wave move. Okay, this appears to be a 3-wave pullback. You say, Jim, there's a 3-wave pullback. We're ready to go, right? We're ready to go to the moon, right? No, generally not, because the way Bitcoin generally corrects on any given time frame is that you'll get an initial move down. Okay, then you'll get a usually some kind of flat, guys. Usually some kind of flat, which I've been calling since last November, a year ago. You can go back and look at my videos since October, November last time. I was talking about the possibility here of an expanded flat, and we have totally really gotten that expanded flat. Now the question is, what is the count of this wave? Is it finished? Is there more to come? I think there's a strong possibility there's more to come. Okay, but we have to consider that there are a couple of counts here, so I'm going to talk about those different counts. Now, the real bullish count, the bull boy count, for those of you looking for a bull boy count. Hold on one second, guys. I've got to get a drink. I'm talking, and my throat is absolutely hurt. Oh, I'm very sorry about that, guys. I can't. I got to remember not to start a live stream without something to drink. Something happens in the back of my throat that just starts causes me to gag. Okay, and it's not what I'm saying. Some of you are like, "Yeah, Jim, what you say caused me to gag." Um, sorry. All right. So yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Chemo, for reminding us. I did a year ago. I did indeed have a target set for about 43K. And looking for this is expanded fat to play out. This wave structure right in here was real trashy, to be honest with you. It kind of led me to believe we were doing some other wave structure. However, I'm back on it. I'm back on that expanded flat. We could have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're in the fifth wave. That still has to finish. It could still be finishing. So this is your bull boy count, guys. So if you're looking for some kind of a bull boy count, this is your count where um, where we're in the fifth wave and we still need to finish. Now, is it done? No, I don't think so. If this is the count, I don't think this is done. So as we zoom in, how would we interpret? How would we interpret this wave? Well, the way I'm interpreting it is this here. We're in the come on. We're in the fifth wave, okay, of the fifth wave. So yeah, we're getting five waves here. So we got 1, 2. Now we got 1, 2 right there. 3, 4, 5 to there. Okay. Now we're in a wave 4 that could have finished. Okay, that wave 4 could be done, or that it may have some more to go. Another hit to the low, and then a wave 5. Now there's another count as well. We can put the wave 3 right here. Put wave 4 here, right there, and then we could be in some kind of an ending diag where we're getting an ending diag here where there's 1, 2, could be in the middle of 3 right now. 3, 4, and then 5. And that gets us up to our target somewhere around 41K roughly. I've altered my target just slightly to about 40, 42, 41 and a half K, something like that. From a more technical fibs pull. So there's a possibility there that we're in some kind of an ending diag, and that this is going to work its way up to here for a wave 3, finish wave 3, then 4, then 5. So sorry about that. So there's a couple of counts for you guys. Which count is going to play out? I don't know. I don't know. But that would be a way to look at it, where we need to finish this wave. We need a fifth wave, and we need a top, right? So when I talk about a topping formation, generally speaking, what happens is in an Elliott wave impulse, you get a 1, 2, 3. Okay, you get the wave 3. You get some kind of complex wave 4, and then you get a wave 5, right? And so this is the topping formation that we're in. Now, this wave 4 often is very complex, and this wave 5 sometimes is not discernible as the wave develops, because it gets very complex in the way that it develops. So it's very difficult. But anyway, nonetheless, we are in a topping formation. It's still potentially that could be done, or it's still in the process of being done. So if it is done, which again, if it's the count that I just shared with you, this count right here, where we're in the fifth wave, I don't feel like we've hit the top yet, just because just that formation just is kind of trashy, to be honest with you. But I do think we're in the middle of a fourth wave of some kind. Looking at it here, something interesting. What's interesting to me is that this right here looks like a potential flat right here. Okay, that's a potential flat. If that's a flat, then we got an initial wave. We've got the flat, and I was looking for 5 waves to the downside. Now this was kind of truncated, which could be finished. That may mean it's done, it's finished, it's truncated, it's complete. That's all you're going to get. Okay, and that is your fourth wave right there. And now we're in the middle of some kind of a fifth wave move to the upside. That's a possibility. Okay, another possibility is that we're in the middle of a more complex fourth wave, where this was wave 4 to the downside. Okay, this was wave 5. This was the top of wave 3. This was 4 here, and now we're in some kind of finishing fifth wave move. Okay, again, still this topping formation, looking to develop, looking to finish. Okay, we'll look at the very, very small time frame shortly and see what's happening in here, see if we can get some trades off of that. Okay, nevertheless, those are some ideas there for you as far as large time frame. Go back to the daily. So if see if I can get back on the daily here. There we go. There we go. All right, if this is an ABC, A, B, and then C, okay, and we're not quite finished, we're looking for somewhere around 41K to finish up. Looking for this to work its way on up, slowly and choppy and carefully, but nevertheless, next couple of weeks or so, looking for this thing to find a top. Okay. Now, another way to interpret this is that we're actually in the middle of something very complex, and it's very tricky. It's very sneaky. It's my market maker special count, okay, where we're going to look at this wave here as an A, a B, and a C, okay, A, B, C, all right, and that C wave is potentially done, or like I said, like I just shared, it needs more. Now, I like the idea that it's done for this count. Okay, and then we'd be looking at this as an expanded flat where this has come up fast, come up furious, and kind of messed everybody up, and now it's going to come down fast and furious. It's gonna retest these lows right down here. Okay, it's going to retest these lows. And then go up like everybody else was looking for these upper targets. In other words, that this was ABC to here. This is another ABC, and we're looking at the entire structure as a large time frame flat. Boom, just like that. And what this would be is the B wave. What this count would be a very complex B wave that's designed to take a lot of time of a W, X, and a Y wave that's going to get us down to about $4,000 or maybe even about $3,000 Bitcoin price before it's all said and done, before it's all over. Okay, so this would be a multi-year bear market, okay, where this is all wave 2. This was wave 1 up to here, boom. This is all a multi-year bear market wave 2. And we would expect then price to over the next decade start moving back up. I know that's not as fast and that's not as rich as you want it to be. That's not moving like you want it to move with the speed and intensity you're hoping for. You're wanting quick outcome. You're wanting to get rich quick. But I'm thinking this asset class is probably going to be more of a long-term hold from here, rather than something you're just going to get rich quick, and the next year it's just going to pump up to $100,000, and then you're just going to make all the money in the world. The problem is, even if it pumped to $100,000, you guys, you bull boys, you wouldn't be taking profit. You would not be selling. You would not be taking your stinking profit, because when the market gets up there, you're going to be saying, "Oh, it's never going to stop. It's never going to come down. It's never going to go anywhere. Go anywhere but up. All Bitcoin is ever going to do is go up, 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 up." And that's the way you're going to think, and you're not going to take your profit. So why does it even matter for a lot of you guys looking for higher prices? Because you're not going to take your profit. You never do. And then those of you who are bear boys, why are you even being bear boys? Because you're not going to be buying down at the lows. You're going to be freaking out. You're going to be saying with the rest of the market, Bitcoin's dead. The market is going to go down in such a way that's going to freak you out, and you're going to be scared to death to buy at the lows. And then when it goes up, for you bull boys, the market's going to go up in such a way you're going to feel like it's never going to stop, and you're going to hold on, and before long they're going to take half your profits back. Then you're going to get a deer in a headlight look, and then you're not going to take your profit, and then there you'll be. And so this market is designed to take your money on the high time frames, okay, as well as the low time frames, guys. So you're going to have to learn a trading strategy, guys, that allows you to take your profit in a reasonable time. That allows your psychology to say, hey, enough is enough. I've made some money. I'm going to get out of the market. I'll enter back in at a lower. And you have to learn how to swing trade. If you want to learn how to trade in a market like this that's so volatile, it's up and down, we don't care in our Discord which way the market is going. We do not care, okay? As long as it's moving, we don't care. And shoot, the more choppy for us, the more choppy it is, the better for a lot of us, especially. We love trading the chop. If you need to learn how to trade the chop and need to learn how to handle yourself in a market like this, that's what my Discord is for. I would love to have you guys in on the Discord. Come on in there. What you do is you just become a Patreon subscriber. Once you're in the Patreon, I get you right into the Discord as soon as possible. All right. Anyway, so yeah. But there's my macro view, guys. This is my take on the Bitcoin market. This is where I think we're going long term. That means if we zoom back in, where are we in that structure? Well, we're somewhere getting ready for this dump here, if this count is correct. And this is one of my favorite counts. I'll be honest with you, it is. Now, again, could we go up even higher to 38,000? Yeah, we could go up higher. We could break the highs. We could go up higher, absolutely. But I like the idea of a front run target. I do. Everybody's bullish and everybody's looking for 40K, and their brother, everybody's looking for 40K. And higher targets for that. So it'd be pretty awesome and pretty normal to see Bitcoin front run this market. Okay, let me make sure I'm getting all the comments here. I'm not getting all the comments I'm on my phone, but I'm not seeing all the chat. So let me check the chat here, guys. Give me 1 second here. How do I go? How do I get skipped to live? Where's the chat? Live chat. There it is. There's the live chat. There it is. Boom. Oh, okay. Got it. Now it's catching up. Now it's catching up. All right. I'm just checking in on you guys, see what you guys are saying. There it is. All right, very good. You guys are just reacting to some of the stuff I was saying. I hope you guys will take that with a grain of salt. I mean, guys, really, you're going to have to come up with a strategy that allows you to make money in this market, and not just be a bull boy and not be a bear boy, but somebody looking to trade this market effectively. So. We'd love to teach you. Love to have you in the Discord. All right. With that said, this is my market maker special count. I like it a lot. I think there's a lot of merit to it. Whether it plays or not, time will tell. But it's at least something on the table that I think very strongly. Is it going to come down in a day? No. What you'll notice is that this what I've drawn here. It's going to take through February, March time frame, April time frame of next year for this to make it down here. So we're going to play around up here for quite a while before we get any kind of major drops. We should be playing around up in this zone a little longer before we get any major drops. Okay. All right. So there's two counts for you guys. One count says, hey, we're probably in a topping formation that needs some more highs being created. We got an ending diag possibility, or any other topping formation where you get a wave 4 and a wave 5, developing. Okay, so that's one count. That's the more bullish count that gets us up to 40, 42, 43K range, or the more bearish count that says we're probably already done. We've probably already turned around. And we're now in the process, we're about ready to have a major dump in the markets that's going to take us between now and sometime first quarter, second quarter of next year. Okay. Um, so those are my two main counts that are on the table. Okay, let's do some small time frame analysis here, guys. In light of those two counts, we'll do small time frame analysis on this current wave structure. Okay. All right, so what we got here off the top here, it was an impulse to the downside with a three-wave pullback. Okay, what was interesting about this is that we got three waves up, three waves down, and then five waves to the upside that did not break the top. So I've been personally looking at that as an ABC, A, B, and a C right there. Boom, done. Looks good. If that's an ABC, well, what's ensuing here? Well, there's a couple of things that could be at play. First, this would be an impulse wave that's beginning something, and we'd be looking for an impulse wave that finishes. And so you say, Jim, well, there it is. Here's your impulse wave that's finished. And so you got A, B, C. This is what we would call, guys, a running correction. In this particular count, we would have to count this first wave as 3, this flat as 3, and then this last wave as 5. Okay, and you may have a challenge doing that. The wave count here is challenging getting 5 waves out of that, and it's challenging getting 3 waves out of this first one, but nevertheless you could. It could be is what it is. Okay, so that's one particular possibility, that we have a running correction. Okay, it's a running correction, A, B, C. Okay, and let me turn my sound off on my phone here, guys. There we go. Um, After that running correction, we should see some. We should see some more highs. Okay, we should see some more highs going up. So there's your bullish look, guys. That's bullish. This should be working its way up, breaking the highs. Could go up for another 3. Um, that could be part of some kind of a diag. Okay, that could be a fourth wave, and now we're in the process of a wave 5 here. Okay. Um, any number of ways to look at that. Another way to look at this small time frame here is that this actually right here was A, B, and C right there. That was a running correction as well. Okay, and this is a diagonal that's being developed right now, a diagonal to the upside, which I already talked about, but that's something there. So there's 1. We're going to count this as 3 waves down to the downside. That's 2. And now we're in the process of making a much larger move to the upside here, A, B, and then C. That's what we're in the process of doing. Okay, let's come down for 4, and then we'll go up for 5. And this would be a topping formation. It'd be perfect. It'd be a good diagonal to end with. And it could end both of the counts that I have. That is true, Chemo. That is true. 5 through 5. It's just a little deep for 5 through 5. And it did break on Coinbase, I think. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. You're right. You're right. It did not break, so that's still valid. Good call on that, buddy. Good call. Okay. So, what else? What else could be happening here? What else could be happening? Well, if we've already topped, then what are we going to count this as? Well, we're going to count this as a wave 1 to the downside, and this is a wave 2. Okay, that's a wave 2. It's not broken the high. We're good. It's a wave 2, and this is another wave 1, and this is a wave 2. Oh, sorry. Let's try that again. We are finishing up a wave 2 here. Okay, so we got a 1 2 1 2 to the downside. Okay, so there's 1 2 1, and this is wave 2, and then now we're getting ready to go down again. We're getting ready to head on down and break the lows and all that jazz. Okay, so if that's a 1-2-1-2, guys, we're going down. We're going down strong. That's a reversal. Okay, that's a reversal and topping formation. Okay, that's a 1-2-1-2. You say, Jim, what's a 1-2-1-2? Glad you guys asked. 1-2-1-2 is where the second 1-2 is the 1-2 of the third wave. Okay, so we're looking for 5 waves. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw the second 1-2. So this is wave 1, and that's wave 2. That's the second 1-2. Okay, we're going to come down here for 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now that's wave 3. Okay, so this means that's wave 1, 2. This is all 3. We're going to get 4 and then 5. Okay, and that would be the first wave, guys. This would be, zooming out, this would be wave 1. Now, I guess it could be. This could go deeper than this, right? This could be a more extended wave, and we could get all the way down here. Okay, or if this is going to go down in 3 waves, if I'm wrong about that, could be like the first wave of some kind of 3-wave move to the downside as well, something like that. There's any number of things that could be, but the point is that if that's a 1-2-1-2, we've got targets way down here. Okay, 20, the last low, 25K, going to be no problem to hit. No problem to hit. In fact, we should take that out. Now, is it going to happen overnight? Is it going to happen in a week? No, it's going to more than likely take a while to develop. In other words, this 1-2-1-2 could develop into a couple more 1-2s. In other words, we could get another impulse down here, another 3-wave, boom, another 3-wave, boom, another 3-wave, boom, and then before long, then it just falls off a cliff, and all of a sudden you got a nest of what we call a nest of 1-2s, and that nest of 1-2s really sets you up for a majorly bearish wave. Okay, so that would be the count if you're a mega bear. Okay. Now the question is, so I've given you the bull counts. Okay, the bullish counts take us up from here. Okay, that this is a 3-wave pullback of some kind. We're on our way up now. We're currently in the process of moving way up. Maybe 3-wave-ish. Maybe really ugly waves, but nonetheless we're moving our way up. That's the bullish count, and we got targets somewhere around between 41 and 43K in that range. Okay, or this is topped, it's finished, it's done, and we got a 1-2-1-2, and that's the bearish count. And then we got some more kind of less more neutral counts that say, hey, we still need to go up a little bit. We're probably not going to get up to 41K. We might front run those targets and maybe get with an ending diag or something here, maybe get to like 40K or 39.50 or 39.5 or something like that. So those would be ideas that are on the table as well. So now that we've looked at Bitcoin, we've looked at the macro counts, we've looked at the different ideas, the bullish and the bearish counts. More than anything, guys, I will say this: I do not believe Bitcoin is heading to 100K from here. That's just my belief system at this point. I don't think we're in another bull run. I do not think the macroeconomics support that. The geopolitical spectrum, I don't think it's supporting that at all. I'm very bearish over the next 10 years. That doesn't mean we can't have bullish moves and bearish moves along the way both. It just means that I don't think we're ready. We're not ready, at least now or in the next year even, to go up to 100K. I think that we're in a multi-year bear market, more than likely, and that right now we're just in a B-wave rally that can take a very complex structure like I've drawn here. Now, that's just one idea, guys. I don't know how the wave is going to develop exactly. However, that's an idea for you to understand wave structure from, right? And I could draw 10 other ideas, but this is one of my favorites. Okay, so that's why I'm sharing it with you. Okay, so anyway, with that said, I think this structure is corrective in nature and is pointing to more downside to come. Okay? All right. Now, looking at the 3-day chart, what's interesting is that we have rolled over and we're at a key moment on the 3-day chart. Let's see if I can show it to you. As I sing in my Discord, this is the moment. This is the day. Okay. Or we are playing right now on this key trend line, this key momentum trend line for a 3 day. Notice the last time that we broke that trend line. Okay. Last time we broke it, here's an example of when we broke it. We broke it in this correction, okay, where we came down relatively deep, okay. Um, we didn't really have a very good trend here to break, and so we have a really nice trend here, okay. So when they give you a really nice trend, it makes it easy to see the breaks. You can see this really nice trend right here, and you can see when we got a break on this down move there. Okay, we had a really nice trend right here, and you can see we got this bearish break there. So you can see the bearish breaks. Now we're oversold, overbought here, and we're playing on this trend line. Are we gonna continue up? That may be the case. We could make higher highs in price, and then we create some divergence here on the 3 day. So that might be exactly what we're in for: higher highs. And this might be going up. But if on this 3 day candle, the current 3 day candle, this thing turns red, okay, and we start coming busting down, this is going to break our trend line here. It's going to get more bearish, and so we really want to watch this. We have 21 hours left on this 3 day candle. The next 21 hours, I think, are going to be critical to the next 4 days. The next 24 to how many is 4 days? What is that? That's 88 hours. Is that right? Oh, excuse me. 24, 48, no, 96 hours. Sorry. Next 96 hours. My math is bad. So let's watch over the next 4 days, guys. Okay. And see if we break to the downside with a candle here and break this trend line on the RSI. All right. Now, once we've done Bitcoin, we've looked at the different macro bullish and the bearish counts. What we want to do now is look at the rest of the charts, guys. We want to look at the rest of the charts. We want to look at. I like to look at a handful of them: Ethereum, ADA, XRP. I like to look at those three in particular, and see if there's, as we analyze that cross section of crypto charts, is there any correlation between the charts that are saying, yeah, all of those charts, when you look at their wave structure, they're all kind of pointing one direction or the other. If we can determine from that correlation which direction the waves are pointing right now, it might give us a bias for a trade setup as well. And which idea that I presented, bullish or bearish, makes the most sense on the macro chart, so we can have maybe a bias. And so let's do some analysis now on Ethereum, ADA, and XRP, and ask the question: is the wave structure any more clear on those charts, and are they pointing us in a particular direction more pointedly, more fervently, more obviously than Bitcoin is? Okay, so that's what we're gonna do for the next part of the live stream. Don't forget to hit the likes, guys. Let me know you're here, and let me know what you guys are thinking of what you're hearing so far. Okay, let me check in with the chat here, see what you guys are saying. Kimo, what'd you learn being around me, man? Your thesis that BTC over 100K is not something you should want, as it means the current system may have broken. Shaking one, that's a real possibility. 52 is on the table. I don't think personally he's going to go that high right yet. I think it's going to hit the 50 or 60 on the next go. So in other words, guys, my take is that we're probably in a more complex correction. We're coming down to retest these lows, and then we're going to come up to the higher targets. That's just the way the market makers like to move and take liquidity. So I would be more We created this nice liquidity box right here, and then they've stop hunted it to the high. I would not be surprised for them to come back down to the lows here first and then go up to those upper targets. Okay? So, yeah. All right. Um, I'll have to take a peek at current. I don't think the current wave structure has been broken here. And let me look in the monthly chart here. Hey guys, godliness with contentment is a great game. That's something I keep in mind as I'm trading, guys. Keep it on my charts. All right. So looking at the monthly here, I would expect this monthly to wick and to engulf this one more than likely, or at least to create a, how do we call it? Excuse me, create a shooting star of some kind or whatnot. A candle like this. Yeah, I mean we've broken up, sure, but we're not coming up to 100K. Not on this wave, man. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. I just don't see it. It could totally. I mean, it does whatever it wants to do. I just don't see 100K. I mean, I suppose the wave could do this. Of course, that means we're going to 200K. If we go straight up from here on the monthly candles, guys, this is a 1-2-1-2, and we're getting ready to go to 400, 500K over the next 3 years. That means the dollar's dead. Manny R, you just rewind it. I just got finished talking about my macro perspective on Bitcoin. Um, so rewind the live stream for that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's look at Ethereum. See what Ethereum's doing. This is the 5 minute chart. Let's get on the daily. Do a little daily analysis here. Okay, so what's happening up here? I mean, this is the way I've been looking at this current wave structure is um, that this was three waves to the upside, three down, okay, and then five up. That we have topped, we have potentially topped. Okay, now there's also a potential that this is some kind of a wave four, and that we need to go up here for a wave five. Okay, but that's A, B, C, and then maybe down from there. Okay, and that's the same potential count that I have for Bitcoin. Okay. Let me zoom out just a little bit. I'll show you. Sorry. The way I'd be looking at that wave is something like this: ABC, and then A down to here. This is a B wave to there, looking for C. down to here. Okay, and that's part of a larger expanded flat. That's how we get up here to retest these levels. Okay, so that's a macro idea that we have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finished 5 waves, and now we're coming down in a W, X, and a Y wave. Multi-year bear market. Okay, same idea, same concept. Okay, now that's the same idea that I presented on Bitcoin as Ethereum. Now, is that definitely the count? No, I don't know what definitely the count is, but this is about finished as an ABC, or it could need one more high. Okay, as this is a wave 4, we get a wave 5, and then we're all done. That might be supported by the hidden bull that we're seeing on the chart here as well. But this could totally come on down for something deep here. Okay, pull back. This could be something very deep coming. But if something to the downside is coming, it's got to come soon, relatively soon. The higher it goes, the less likely it is that that count is correct. Okay. Now I know a lot of people are looking at Ethereum thinking, oh, we got some kind of a diag here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's finish 5. Okay. So this is going to come up and finish 5. I suppose that's a possibility as well. I mean, this is some kind of a diag. Might get a throw over of some kind, but that would also prove the point that we only have a little bit of a wave to go. We got a top to finish, and then we're going to be coming down in 3 waves, retesting this zone down here, and then we'd look for higher waves to the upside. So we'd be coming down in 3, okay, and then going up here, and that would be an A, B, and a C. Again, multi-year bear market. Now, but right now we're in a bouncy stage of that, where this needs to finish the diag, come down in 3, so we get bear here, and then we get bullish after that. Okay, but that bullish is just going to be a dead cat bounce, as some people call it, or just a retest of these levels here. Gets the market super bullish again before it starts. They dump into it again. Okay, and we get a WXY. Out of it. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So, have we topped? Have we finished? Well, look at this. We have a potential 1-2-1-2 working. Okay, we got a nice leading diagonal right here. Okay, and a nice leading diag. Okay, with an ABC. Okay, then we got another impulse to the downside here. We got another impulse, 1, 2. So we got a 1 and a 2, a 1 and a 2. Okay, another 1, another 2. We got 3 1-2s here potentially. This may be ready to roll over once it's finished and come down. That's a very excuse me, guys. That's a very bearish topping formation, if that is indeed a topping formation. Another way to count that is that there's a flat right here in the middle. Okay, where you got 3 up. We can count this as 3 down, 5 up. Okay. Now one might argue that's just an ABC, A, B, C. Okay. I'm arguing that yes, that's a count, and that we could go up from here. So we could totally, guys, just start melting up to the upside, taking out the highs here. This could be some kind of a wave 4, okay? And now we need a wave 5 to finish. Okay, that's totally plausible. Okay, but I want you to understand that it's also plausible and possible here that this is a wave 1 This flat is a wave 2. We have another wave 1. Now we're getting another wave 2. Still has to finish. And then we'd be coming down. We got that's again a 1 2 1 2 count to the downside. That's a reversal count. Okay? Now, the invalidation of that reversal count is very simple. Okay, same as Bitcoin, which I don't think I went over that, but it's very simple. We break the first 1 2. All right, this is wave 1. This is wave 2. Right here, we break this high right here. We do not have a 1 2 1 2 on our hands. Okay, so if price continues up and we take that top out, the 1 2 1 2 count is out, and that's easy invalidation. Okay, so the 1 2 1 2 account that I had on the small time frame, 1 hour. Okay, so if I was right about this being a flat, that could be a 1 2 and then a 1 2. Okay, if that's the case, this cannot break this high. That high, if it gets broken, that 1 2 1 2 is off the table. Okay, and no good. So that's really what's at stake right now, whether we're going to take that high out or not. It looks like we might. Price action is kind of pumpy right now. It's kind of pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. So, all right, let's just take a peek at this very, very small time frame here. What's happening right in here? Sorry about the background noise if you can hear it. Um, what is that wave structure there? That could be 3 waves. That could be 3 waves. That could be 5 waves. That could be a 3 3 5 right there. And so this could be reversal 1, wave 2, and then we're ready to go down. Okay. All right. So we'll have to keep an eye on this wave structure. Okay, so looking at Ethereum, it's not clear, but it looks very, to me, it's very, very bearish. It's a very, very bearish wave structure. So I am very bearish looking at the Ethereum chart for now, though I see a potential for this thing to come on up and take the high. Okay, that's always possible, but this right now looks very potentially a series of 1 2s. Okay. All right, if it's not, we do have hidden bullish divergence on the chart. It's very strong, hidden bull in the 4 hour. Boom, boom, right there. This could come take the high, no problem. But if it takes the high, it doesn't mean it's going up forever. It might just be creating divergence between wave 3 and wave 5. Okay, and then we're on our way back down after that. So watch out for just a hit to the high. Sorry about that, guys. Just for a hit to the high and then down. That's a potential count. Okay. I totally see this potential coming up here. They came up to the high and then rejected. So if they come and take it again, they'll come up here, stop hunt the high, and then reverse. That would be an expanded flat in this structure here, or that leading or that diag that I showed you. Either one, they're potential counts. Yeah, Adrian, I don't know if we're going to get that red candle or not, but we'll have to wait and see if we get it tonight. Okay, let's take a peek at ADA as well. ADA is an interesting chart. ADA is giving us kind of a topping look as well. But again, I'm not so certain, but it's possible here that this thing that rolled over here, this was a wave 4. This was some kind of wave 4 in here. And that hit to the high was wave 5, and it's done. And what we've got here is a 1 2 on our hands, ready for the next wave to start working its way down. So that could be very, very possibly an ending to the wave. That this is ending some kind of something 3 wave move that comes down now. Now, an argument against that here is we're playing on this trend line right here. This is the 4 hour. Let's make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. Right now we're playing on this trend line. If we pop that to the upside, that's going to break the 4 hour trend that's coming down, and it's going to break that to the upside. So we really need to see this reject soon. If it's going to reject, we don't want to see it break that trend line to the upside and close. We want to see this roll over and come down. All right, 37 of you watching. Hit them likes, guys. Let me know you're here. Okay. All right, that's ADA for you. Again, looking fairly reversalish. If this goes up and takes the high, then I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. It's kind of. I'll be honest with you. I'd be surprised if it goes, but I suppose it could. But what would that be? Because that looks like an ending wave, unless that's an expanded flat. Unless this is just a tricky expanded flat where you got 3 down, 3 up, 5 down. It's done. And that's the count. That's the correction. And now this thing is working its way up. That's probably what's playing. This thing is designed to resemble a top, and then they just come and take it out. So that's a real possibility as well. So be careful of the fake top there, guys. Okay. XRP. I was super surprised not to see XRP come up and take the high again, to be honest with you. So I was looking at this as an A, a B, and looking at this as C. Now, because I saw that as an ABC, I was expecting a pretty fast move to the upside as for wave 5, but we haven't gotten that at all. I mean, that's not what we're getting at all. We're getting, so we got a hit to the high and rejection, and then, but we did come and hit the 618 retrace. So we did hit the 618 retrace and rejected. Let me show you. We came and tagged the 618 retrace. Now, it would seem to me that this needs to work its way on up to that high and hit it again a little bit more substantially. But man, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure anymore. Ethereum has me befuddled, bewildered, and all those difficult words that are used to describe confused. So the wave structure is eluding me on XRP, not helpful. But if I had to guess, my intuition says, hey, this needs to roll on up and take the high again. We've already started breaking the structure down here. This might retest it and roll over like this, in which case we'd have to redraw the line. And that's fine if it does that, or if it comes up and breaks the trend line and continues on, then we're going to have to look for a break to the downside before we see any more down there. And we could totally see this take the high out, create some divergence here on the RSI, and then roll over. So the high in XRP is totally on the table for it to take out. The question is it going to or not? What is this current wave? Is it just designed to be kind of a fake out? I think possibly it is designed to be a fake out. I'm ready for that as a trader, but again, just trying to understand wave structure as I see it. Okay, so there's the market. Let's look at LTC, because LTC is another chart I've been looking at recently, and I'll just take a peek at a couple more. I'm getting kind of I don't know that I can take a bunch of requests tonight, guys, but I'm gonna look here shortly at the DXY and the Nasdaq and the S&P, and we'll call it a night. But let's look at Litecoin. Now, Litecoin, man, oh man. Looking at Litecoin, just my ultimate gut says, oh man, look at us playing on this trend line. Let's come up for another high, and that gets us finished. Boom, 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 something like that. Some other high that lets us finish this wave, A, B, and a C. That's a real possibility. So if we get a pump that comes up really hard and vertical and fast, and that's a real possibility. And that's how we get to those higher targets in BTC as well. That bullish move where this just starts pumping up, taking the highs, and it starts moving kind of fast. Okay, so know that, guys, that this could totally just go take the highs. if they want to take it and they want to take them fast, they could come up here to 41K, no problem. You could just work its way up from here. It's on the table here. I'm not here to tell you where it's going. I don't know where it's going. I'm just looking at wave structure, saying, is the wave structure pointing anywhere to me? On the 6-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, you can see a very, very clear trend in LTC. And what you want to do is draw that trend line, okay, that counter trend line. Once it breaks that and closes beyond that, then that's going to be a much more bullish indication that, hey, we're bullish now and we're going to continue up, breaking the highs if this line gets broken to the upside. However, if we in the next 8 hours to 24 hours reject here and we start rolling over on the RSI down, then that's a more bearish count. Okay, that's looking at the count and saying, hey, we're probably not going to go hit that high again. Okay, so let's wait and see. There's this pretty ugly wave structure here, but if I had to guess, my gut says, hey, let's go up and let's take the high. That'll give me a nice ending wave shape. Okay, so it's on the table. It's possible. Yeah, Keith, let's look at Link real fast. Link is another one that's kind of befuddled me a little bit. Okay, 8-hour chart. Okay, we've got kind of what looks to be a 3-wave move here, but it also could be 5 waves. Okay, this could be 5. You could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 waves. That's an initial wave, and this is a corrective wave that's going to find its end here, and this might be a reversal to the downside. Okay, so this may be reversing here. We got an initial impulse wave looking for 3 waves back up, and then down we go. It's a real possibility here. If that high gets taken out, then we're going to relook at this wave here as something other than 5 waves. We're going to look at it at 3 waves and say, hey, that's 3 waves. Can't be 5, unless that 5 is part of a flat right there. So if that's a flat, then yes, we're going to come up and take the high. Okay, it just all depends on what that wave is. Okay, let's zoom out the 6-hour. See what the waves are showing. Okay, this hidden bullish divergence here on the 6-hour, as divergence was, as the RSI was making its low, price was not coming nearly as low in connection with it. But price is in no man's land. This could roll over and continue down as well. In which case everybody was looking for one more high, everybody was waiting to take their profit, and that gets taken out. Greed keeps you in a trade too long, and you get taken out of it. So watch out, it could have topped already. So I think there's a high possibility, guys, that we have already topped, that we have a 1-2-1-2 on our hands to the downside. All the charts are pointing to at least that potential that we've topped. However, there's no guarantees that we have. Alright guys, that's the way I'm looking at the charts tonight. I'm pretty tired. I've had a long couple of days driving here to Virginia. Hope that analysis has helped you, at least with some ideas. Again, it's bullish or bearish. I'm not here to tell you what the market is doing, but I'm here to show you the wave structure, warn you about the real possibility that this thing could be a 1-2-1-2 to the downside. Watch out. We might have already topped. Okay, and if it hasn't topped, if it takes the high, we may be very close to a top and maybe forming that in the next week or so. So you've been warned about those possibilities, and at the end of the day, though, this area on the chart is challenging to trade long term, especially to hold long term moves, because it takes real guts to come in the middle of a wave like this and then try to hold it for any long term. The best times to take your longs are at the end of three wave moves. When you see that three wave right there, then you should have taken a long. In our strategy, we would have taken profit and maybe had a couple entries on that wave, but we would have taken profit already on that wave. So always looking for small time frame entries. Okay, guys. With that said, let's call it a night. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit those likes, and thanks again. If you're not part of the Discord, come on in. Love to have you in. With that said, you guys have a great evening. Kimosabi, thanks for being here, buddy. I really appreciate you as always. And good chatting with you guys. Sorry to cut it short tonight, but I'm here at my dad's and want to spend some time with him. And also, I'm just kind of road weary and tired today, so we're gonna call it a night. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.